No, I'm just playing. All right, y'all. If y'all ready for Protextor's Playhouse, let me get a whoop whoop. Hey, every time I come around, whoop whoop. I don't know what I'm doing. Y'all, let's get
Wait,
Protextor's Playhouse in here.
yeah,
Let's
let's
get
get him out here.
going.
We'll catch y'all next week. Peace.
Oh, am I on? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the end of Friday night here on ColdTowne's Twitch, CTTV. I am Protextor, that is Protextor, and you are tuned into the way to close out Fridays right here on Twitch, Protextor's Playhouse. As always, we're going to use this short slot to do a short but sweet highlight of some of the best hip-hop coming out of Austin, and we have a special treat for y'all tonight. So I'm going to start with a song, and then we're going to bring on a special guest after we play the song. Now, this song is something you may have heard a few weeks ago if you were tuned in. It's called Aurum, and it is a song by local MC Chuck Dews featuring Clifton Dukes, or song by Clifton Dukes featuring Chuck Dews. It's a collab. It's a great track. So we're going to start with that. After that, we have Clifton Dukes here as our special guest for the night. He's going to hop on. We're going to talk. Feel free to drop questions for him in the chat. We're going to go with the flow here. And then finally, and I want to say that I think last week maybe on the stream I mentioned that Clifton, I think I would still feel comfortable. It's been a while since I've freestyled with you, Clifton, but I would still feel comfortable saying you're maybe the best freestyler in the state. So we'll try not to put you on the spot unless you want to, but I know you're in the waiting room. So if you heard me say that and you want to, we can. Otherwise, we're just going to talk. And then we have a very special, actually super excited for this. Clifton released a new single with a new video today. And we have the link on YouTube, and y'all, we are gonna help get Clifton some views on this. So I'm gonna share that later. But I mean, right now, it just dropped July 10th, 2020. We are gonna call this, we're gonna pretend this is TRL. We're dropping the video premiere. So first of all, dropping this Spotify. Y'all go follow Clifton on Spotify. And here we go, starting the show out before we get to the conversation. This track is called Aurum, A-U-R-U-M, Chuck Dews, and Clifton Dukes.
Yo, this shit pretty cold for the price. We could break bones, you could put it on ice. If I told them once, probably gotta tell them twice. If I lay the foundation and I'm putting down a pipe, I don't want it for a night. Really gunning for your life, put the metal in the air, get you singing like chimes. Little devil in my lair, got it leaning on the shrine. Shawty got roped in, now she in a bind. Now I got my dosage and I'm feeling fine. Laying in a gold ditch, pennies on my mind. Nickel on my side, it was swerving on a dime. No dollar as green as a beam on my nine. Shit ain't what it seems like, a scene out of signs. I'm deep in the cut with the gleam of the knife. I leave a little love with a piece of the pie. It's a one-way trip, no fee for the flight. Right? Gathering up this gold, just so I can pay that toll. Everybody around here knows that's the way it goes. Gathering up this gold, just so I can pay that toll. Everybody around here knows that's the way it goes.
Clifton Dukes.
Will I stay stressed? Will I break domes for they put them on necks? They can make clones, we don't give them no breath. Nigga, we can lay bones, I don't give them no rest. Nigga, lead a lake comb, you can visit no steps. Yeah, me, I could miss it, no catch. Nigga on a mission, no, they never pay attention. Told them that I had a vision, nigga, of a whole check. No, I'm never really knowing where I'm gonna go next. But nigga, you can disappear. Man, I told them roll up something, you should give it peer. Man, they wanna relate to the way I get in gear. Or they just wanna imitate when they get the gear. Fuck a chick when they on a date on some new IKEA. I ain't rich, but I still created some new ideas. Think they slick trying to infiltrate us right through our ears. Yeah. Gathering up this gold, just so I can pay that toll. Everybody around here knows that's the way it goes. Gathering up this gold, just so I can pay that toll. Everybody around here knows that's the way it goes.
All right, that was Arum by Chuck Dews and Clifton Dukes. I just realized right now that's CD and Seed, that both of y'all's initials are CD. Without further ado, let's bring on Clifton Dukes, ladies and gentlemen. Clifton Dukes, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. What's going on with you? It's been a minute.
I know it's been it's so people in the chat. This is the first time we've seen each other like face to face in a long time.
Yeah,
How are you doing,
man.
man?
Yeah,
Are you good?
I'm good, man.
Taking
I've been
care?
hanging in there. I'm grinding. What you say?
Are you taking care during the COVID and all this? How are you holding up?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm staying safe, man. I'm hunkered down. You know what I'm saying? I've always worked from the crib anyway. You know, I don't know if you even knew that, but I work from home anyway from the start before all this happened. So I mean, I've been good with that. I've been well adjusted with that. So I've been good and just staying busy. You know, doing my little home workouts. You know, they opened the gym back up, so I got back in there and then staying on the music, of course, real strong. So I mean, it's been all right.
Yeah. Well, speaking of like just being on the grind and working from home, I mean, I feel like right now, musicians, musicians, artists, rappers are having to do that from home. It seems like
Yeah,
you're used to that. But you in the past like
yeah.
3 weeks have put out 2 music videos. Can we talk about this Arum track and how this started?
I mean, what's so crazy about it is it just kind of fell together, you know. I had ran into Chuck a couple of times doing different events, and it just happened to be the last event I had seen him at before they shut everything down. And he was like, "Hey man, we need to get together and do something, do a track, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm down." And and then, he just DM'd me. One day I came to the crib. He just happened to stay a block away from me. And yeah, I came over and we just chopped it up and we just started talking about, putting something together. I mean, we started going back and forth on beats and, I mean, he did his part. He picked the beat out, you know what I'm saying? And he let me know what was up and he wrote his first part and then, let me check it out. And then I did what I needed to do. So yeah, it just came together good. It was good.
I didn't realize you guys like lived a block apart from each other.
You know what? We didn't even realize it until we kept on running into each other, like at the gas station and the grocery store and all that shit. And I was like, man, where you stay at? And so, yeah, we got to talking. He was like, yeah, you got to come through, man. Yeah, you stay right down the street. So, yeah, that shit was cool.
Nice, man. With that, I really love this track. It's got a real like ghosty, kind of like haunted vibe to it.
Right.
So he picked out the beat. Do
Yeah.
you know who produced it?
Actually, I don't. I don't at all. I wish I did because I definitely want to give him credit. But yeah, he actually picked out the beat for that, and yeah, it was good. It came through smooth. Like he killed the hook, man, the vibe and everything. I thought when I heard him, he had told me about the hook, like how he was gonna do it. So I was like, all right, I'm sure it's gonna be cool. And then when I actually heard it, I was like, oh yeah, that shit's crazy. Yeah. So
It
yeah,
kind
man,
of
I just wanted
reminds
to.
me of Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, you good. You good. I was gonna say I was just trying to match his vibe on the song.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like relapse era aftermath, with the like well, what am I trying to say? Re-up era, like the hook specifically, the
Okay.
way he's kind of sing
Yeah.
talking it. It very much feels like
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if a 50 verse came out of nowhere on that, you know?
Bruh, I told him, I was like, yo, I told him that shit too. I was like, yo, it kind of got like an Eminem vibe. Like it had like an Eminem spooky, like, you know what I mean? Kind of vibe to it. I was
Yeah.
fucking with it. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
The music video is kind of that way too, with that y'all like in the woods digging.
Hell yeah.
Where did you
Hell
shoot
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Where did you shoot
I mean, well, okay, so the part in the woods was actually shot in his old neighborhood. I don't even know what it's called exactly, but I mean, it's right there on the lake. I mean, that shit was dope as fuck. I can't even remember the name, like what part of town we were on, because I ain't from
that?
here. But yeah.
I just dropped the video in the chat, y'all, if you want to help run the numbers up on that. And looks like the title of it, produced by LCS, is the producer. So we got an answer there.
Dope, dope.
And Colt in the chat saying horrorcore vibes. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Clifton. I mentioned this. I don't know if you heard me intro you, but I think you're one of the best freestylers. Like I remember distinctly,
Yeah, I'm very
I don't
good.
know, maybe 5 years ago, like driving up to Hades' place in Pflugerville to record something, and we ended up freestyling and getting lost on the way back, and freestyled in the car for like an hour. I seriously still look
Hell
at you
yeah,
and very
hell
like,
yeah.
Yeah, what's your approach? I just want to talk about that, like, because you've always been so natural. Your flow and
Yeah,
your like rhyme scheme, it just feels like natural. It never feels forced. I think that's something a lot of MCs try. What's your approach
yeah.
when you write or when you freestyle? Where's that come from?
It's funny that you say that. I mean, really, the approach from a freestyle perspective is really just emotionally and the vibe. So whatever vibe I'm getting and how I'm feeling emotionally is how I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, approach my freestyle. And that's just me personally, just because I don't know, I just feel like, I've been kind of doing it so long and I just kind of got that technique with it. But yeah, man, I mean, it just comes from doing it, so many years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How long? Can you tell people in the chat how long you've been like an MC?
Since I was 12, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? For real.
Yeah.
Since I got two boom boxes that says and was able to like play music on one and record on the other. Like that's what I was doing when I was little. But yeah, man, yeah, it's like a lot of years since I was young. So yeah, I've just kind of got that knack for it. And then another thing too, it's like when I turned like 18 or 19, like I decided that like I was going to freestyle like forever, like till the day I die type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like it don't have nothing to do with like music or a career. Like it's just me wanting to do it and just to see how far I can push my ability. You know what I'm saying? I don't never want to be an old man and be like, boy, back in the day, boy, I used to be able to freestyle like nah, I still want to be able, I'm still gonna be doing it as an old man. You know what I'm saying? So like that's how I kind of approached it mentally. Like it was something that, I was gonna try to do, you know.
You want to be? I mean, I admire it because that's such a scary thought to like think that you would look back and be like, oh, I used to be super good at this thing. Like you gotta
Exactly.
just, especially if it's been something you've
Exactly.
been doing since you were 12. It's who you are.
And it's like I can't even stop at this point. It's pretty much a muscle at this point that's got to be exercised every couple of nights. So like, it's like I can't even, I mean, the feeling. I can't not do it after a couple of nights. So yeah, man.
Do you wake up? Do you ever like wake up with rhymes in your head, or just find yourself kind of subconsciously narrating your life? Because I used to practice a lot, or still do, like freestyle practice by just kind of narrating what I was doing and trying to just stay with it. Do you find yourself just like like, I guess I'm rambling, but my point is, how do you where do your rhymes, where do your lyrics come from? How do you write them down?
It's funny you say that shit too, because I stopped writing. I stopped within the last year. Like these two new projects that I'm working on now, I ain't writing nothing down. I just kind of went in there and just the first thing that came to me. I've been dealing with a whole lot emotionally. Within this last year or two. Deciding if I was even going to continue to rap. You know, Dealing with family like passing away and stuff, and I got a lot to talk. I got a lot to talk about. I've been had a lot to talk about. It's kind of a full tank situation. So I mean, I don't ever have. It's just whatever I decided to talk about. And for me, like it was never like that's cool. Like that's cool to be able to rap about stuff that you're doing in the situation. But I think it's better to be able to rap about like what you've been through in life, like really deep. I'm always digging deeper and deeper, and I think it's so dope to be able to rap about these things that you've been through, whether it be struggles or whether it be positive things, and to see people like dancing to it. You know what I mean? Like it's still a positive energy to it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that's just cool. But yeah, that's where I kind of get it from right now. Like that's kind of the zone I'm in. But like I don't know, like sometimes before I go to sleep, that's when it really hit me. Like you said, yours is when you wake up, mine is before I go to sleep. Like sometimes I can't get to sleep, so I'll sit there and freestyle for a minute, or like if I put on beats, like it's just the way my mind works now. The minute I hear the beat, like it's just like that. It's already something there, especially if it's a good beat. So like, yeah, if I play some beats before I go to sleep, I'm gonna have a bunch of shit. Like it's just gonna be hitting me, and then I'll record it on my phone or something like that. So yeah, I do that too.
So you don't like tend to. I mean, I've always been so impressed with rappers because I write and I go over and I revise. I've been so impressed. Like I know that Jay-Z and Wheezy like just kind of do that too, where they just kind of step in the booth and just let it happen. It's interesting to me that instead of writing it down, you just record yourself freestyling. Do you reference that later? Do you, if you say you're falling asleep and you freestyle something, do you go back to that later and say, "Oh, I said something really clever here. I'm going to put that on the record"?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what I do, like I said, I've been doing it like I know better now, so I record myself. Like I have two iPhones, so like I have beats like playing on one, and then like I'll record myself on the other one. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know I'm probably gonna like use it for a song, and then that's usually the song. That's what I've been doing for probably like the last year. So all the new stuff that you're gonna hear, that was pretty much the process. If I didn't like just go into the booth and just record it like that, then it was something that I was just vibing to and I was freestyling to, and then I just did the whole song kind of like that, you know. And then I'll go back and listen to it, and I'll touch it up, you know, and then that's how I record it like that.
I mean, respect, man. That's the mark of a true MC, is to be able to work like that. And I love that you moved from being 12 and having two boom boxes to having two iPhones doing the same exact thing.
That's facts. I never even thought of that. That's exactly what happened, though. Yeah, that's exactly
Nice.
how it went down. Yeah.
We're we got a few minutes left here. I knew this was gonna go fast, but what I do want to talk about, and for those of you who are listening and in the chat, we are gonna drop the video. This is gonna be the video for Big Dog, and I do want to talk about that. I'm gonna drop it in the chat for y'all, and we're gonna play the song. But after we wrap this tonight, please jump on that, play the video. Let's get some plays on this thing tonight. I want to talk about this. This video came out today. You just said you have a few projects in development. To me, watching you, I mean, like, I've been through a similar thing where I felt like I took some time off, and like now I feel like that full tank energy, like you're saying. And so I'm super inspired on a personal level by the fact that you're diving back in. And when I saw these verses come from you, I was like, oh shit, Clifton's back. This is a good thing. So
Yeah,
can you
yeah, I
talk to me
appreciate
about,
it. Appreciate it.
just like, tell us a little bit about this song, the projects you got going on, what we should look for, in the future from you.
Yeah, nah, that's a good question. I mean, the song that I did with Chuck, man, I was already in the bubble. You know, I'm in that bubble right now. So I mean, I did that song real quick, like real quick, man. It was just already there. So I just wanted to match his vibe, and it came through. As far as the other stuff I got working on, yeah, it's two projects. So I got one about to come out. It's called One Foot In, One Foot Out. I got a bunch of videos I'm actually about to do. You know, the one just dropped today. So we got a couple lined up that we're going to do for this one. And it's the first time I've ever done that. You know, it's on a bigger scale. I'm working with Fresco. I don't know if you remember Fresco from Sprider House, but, you know, he was in Atlanta for a while. Then he moved to Houston. So, I mean, he's doing big things. So I've been working with him too. So, yeah, man, it was just a good vibe with him. And then the music is just gonna be good. You know, I told you I was gonna be on some more new wave type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I did the boom bap real tough, so I wanted to kind of get on some more new wave type of shit. And it's good though. I still had to be me though. It's still, you know, it's still me, it's still the essence of that hip hop, but I had to kind of get on more of a newer wave with the beats and some of the things that are going on. You know what I'm saying? And just more liver songs. So that's really where the vibe's going. I mean, y'all gonna love the new project. I know you're gonna fuck with it. It's definitely extremely lyrical. I mean, if you thought the last project was lyrical, which a lot of people are still fucking with it, I mean, this is going you gonna fuck with it real tough. I can definitely tell you that. And then yeah, I already got the second one on the works. Like that one's a little more than halfway through, and it's even more than it's even more crazy. I got a couple of songs. I got a song called Bill Bellamy, man. It's just go crazy, man. You gonna fuck with it so tough. Adam, I got a song called Not Talented. Y'all gonna fuck with that shit tough. So the second one got some real bangers. And like what I did differently is like, you know, usually like I don't know how you do it, but like I'll record one project and then, you know, you gotta rehearse all the tracks, make sure you're prepped to perform, and then you gotta, you know, put all your merch together and all that stuff. So what I did differently on this track is, you know, we all quarantine is I recorded the first project, and then while we shooting the videos and doing all that shit, I just kept on. I just moved to the second one. Like that's how I'm gonna do now. Like I ain't gonna stop no more. You know what I'm saying? Like same thing with the third one. Like I'm just not gonna stop. I just keep that shit going.
Nice. I mean, that's the way to go. If you keep swimming like a shark, if you got that momentum. I think it's really interesting saying that lyrical with the new wave too, because a lot of rappers struggle with that. Is, you know,
Mm-hmm.
they approach hip hop in a very lyrical way. You know, it's about the bars, but also don't want to be feeling like they're stuck in a boom bap rut. So I'm really excited to see what you do with it, because I feel like you have a really good ability to merge that lyricism with, like you were saying, getting personal, but people are still dancing to it.
Exactly. Yeah, it is dope, man. I mean, I got a lot of dope shit. You know, I've been through a lot. You know, I talk about my pops. You know, I had to deal with him a lot with everything he went through this last year. So I talk about that a lot, and just a lot of the stuff I went through. But it's a good vibe. It's a good live vibe. It's a lot of hype beats. So like, you remember on the last project that was really more on some laid back. I wanted to do definitely like a laid back underground Austin type of vibe with that last project, and this project is definitely lit. Like this is some, you know what I mean? We about to get a little turned up on this one. You know what I'm saying? But I still got some of them old vibes. I had to slide it in. You know, I had to bring it in. So I still got some old vibes from the last project on this one too. So yeah, you're gonna fuck with it real tough, man. And I just think like, I mean, like with the lyrical shit and all that, man, what's so crazy is I kind of learned from these new dudes, man. I was kind of getting so over technical. I like to call it Royce the 5'9", and like I try to Royce the
Mm,
5'9" my verses. Like, you know, you got like a dictionary out and a thesaurus and, you know, history books and you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, I gotta make my shit so lyrical and all that shit. And learning from these new dudes, like, you know, I just kind of threw all that shit out the window. And then that's when I started like not writing shit, you know. And I learned from, you know, Square, shout out to Square, man. That's a big homie, man. He helped mix down the last project. He told me he was one of the first people that told me I shouldn't write. He was like, you should just go in there and freestyle your shit. So that's always been in the back of my mind too. So he kind of pushed me to do that shit too. So it's a good vibe. It's gonna be good.
damn. Yeah, I want to join you in saying shout out Square, another fantastic MC in Austin. Dude, I'm really, really excited for this. I'm so glad that I can look forward to new music from you. We're going to
Hell
go
yeah,
ahead and
hell yeah.
play Big Dog, and I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Everyone go watch it after the stream, and we're going to let you play us out tonight. So when this song is over, the stream is over tonight. Before we do that, uh, any final words? Any you want to tell people where they can find you? I can drop it in the chat. Any closing thoughts here?
Yeah, just get on the Instagram, man. You know how it is. I'm actually, you know, everybody's like, yo, you on Instagram now. So like, yeah, it's definitely you gonna see everything, you know. You know, we shooting new vids. You know, any little promo. I'm gonna be doing a couple of freestyles on there. So that's something that I ain't done before too. Is like any like freestyles and all that. So y'all be seeing a lot more of that on my Instagram. So yeah, I would just say follow me on the gram, and like I'm gonna keep on it.
Cool. Follow the gram. It is in the chat now, dude. It was awesome seeing you again. I'm only
You
wishing you the
too,
best.
you
Thank
too,
you for being
man.
here.
You too. Yeah, definitely.
Thank
I appreciate the invite, man. I appreciate it so much. It was good. I liked it.
Anytime. Let's make some noise in the chat for Clifton, and we're gonna go ahead and play Big Dog by Clifton Dukes. So here is that track. Here is that video link. Drop it in the chat right now. Support Austin hip hop. It fucking rules. Give it up one more time for Clifton Dukes. Here is Big Dog.
Don't be surprised, young nigga. You should have some pride, young nigga. Open up your eye, young nigga. Middle finger to the sky, young nigga. In the coupe where we ride, young nigga. For the loop, I'ma slide, young nigga. What you do or you die, young nigga. I'm a big dog, you can go to hell. I'm tryna bow, you can close the bell. Shout out to my dog, hope we get up out of sale. And I want a dog, nigga no L. We can play golf, nigga no trail. Word to them all, no I won't fail. Nigga kinda small to a dog in the cell. I be getting money, nigga, I don't even tell. Niggas start coming, wanna run your coattail. I be flipping budgets, nigga, and I make sales. Nigga wanna talk, but won't get shells. I be going dumb, going stupid, going yeah. Oh, you know me, shit, I don't even care. Cop the days, I'ma get a new pair. Niggas get spray shit, I don't need stare. Yeah. Don't be surprised, young nigga. You should have some pride, young nigga. Open up your eye, young nigga. Middle finger to the sky, young nigga. In the coupe where we ride, young nigga. For the loot, I'ma slide, young nigga. What you do or you die, young nigga. Yeah. I'ma get paper in the zone. Baby, why you playing on my phone? Everything I say and not grown. And you know that I stay stoned. Every time that I spit, I'm on. In a new whip on a chrome. Baby, won't you tell me what you want? Yeah. I'm a big dog, nigga, no sale. Every time that nigga spittin' too real. Well, I'm gon' shine, your nigga go real. And you know me, well, you know I whole feel. Nigga wanna talk, but they never post still. Every time that nigga spittin' so real. How you gon' see me, nigga, when you know real? And you know me, probably cause I'm so rare. Hot new J's, I'ma need a new pair. And you talk down, but you niggas get scared. Every time that nigga round them, yeah. Man, I know all you niggas too scared. And you know I'm right here. Every time that nigga spit, well, you know them shit don't care. Well, you know me, I'm sitting on the roof. Every time that a nigga flipping on the door. Well, you know that a nigga switching on my glow. Hey, think that a nigga spitting, I expose. And you know me, what I'm lit up with the draw. Got a couple women that'll sit up on the floor. Every time that a nigga spit it while I grow. Yeah. I'ma get paper in the zone. Baby, why you playing on my phone? Everything I say and I grown. And you know that I stay stoned. Every time that I spit, I'm on. In a new whip on a chrome. Baby, won't you tell me what you want? Yeah. Don't be surprised, young nigga. You should have surprise, young nigga. Open up your eye, young nigga. You should try to slide, young nigga. In the coupe to my side, young nigga. What you do, you die, young nigga. When you do, you don't try, young nigga.
Y'all, stay safe out there. Take care of each other. Thank you for tuning in to CTTV. Good night.